Hey guys, this is Tigress coming back to you with Monster Hunter Rise Part 10 and the 10th anniversary. Because guys, when this comes out, it'll be the 4th of May, and the 4th of May is the 10th anniversary. 10 years of doing YouTube, on and off. So I'm not going over the top, and it's just going to be a full week of scheduled, full week of videos. Starting with Monster Hunter today, then on Thursday, then Saturday, Crafting on Friday, and then 3 additional bonus videos. 2 of them are recorded. The review of Invincible will be out tomorrow, and then a Fortnite video going over some skins will be out Wednesday. And guys, at time of recording, the skins that I show in that video on Wednesday, they're still in the item shop at the time of recording. I will double check before streaming on Tuesday, and then basically like, guys, at time of recording, these skins are still there. But yeah, so with that, time to get hunting. But first, and guys, as you can see, Spark and Tommy, they're in their own right outfits. So, time to suit up! I'm in the full set of Lurogon and full set of Ragnakadaki. I will probably switch between Ragnakadaki for a while and Lurogon if I'm fighting something that I'm like fire based. Then I will wear Ragnakadaki. 4, -2, -1, -3, 0. -4, 2, 1, 4, -1. Overall, the Gorgon is an upgrade. And don't get me wrong, I love Ragnakadakis. Like, but the Ice Wolf. The Ice Wolf. And guys, at the time recording, that part 9 was out a few hours ago. And before before finishing, before in the recording, I was like, by the end of the recording, I was like, not 100%, because I never know what the thumbnail is going to be until editing. And then when it gets up to the fact of, Malzeno coming in, showing off, and it's like, I was going to go with the Lugon. I was going to go with the Ice Wolf, just because it's like, showed it off in part 1, it coming back, it'd make a lot of sense. Also, guys, it's not the only thing I've upgraded. Now, the Frost Moon Crescent Bow. I should say Crescent, but I go to say Crescent. It's not recovery, which is annoying, but it's definitely an upgrade, so I will be using it for a nice little while. I think the next bow upgrade I probably will end up getting will be Malzeno, because I do remember that being recovery. But then I was like, yeah, no, the fact of it just looking down, coming down from the skies, it being like a bollard sky sort of thing, or vampiric and all that lot. Yeah, no, I gotta go for that. Like, it was a golden opportunity, I had to. Also, guys, gonna quickly go over the boys' most recent episode that's for the time of recording. Which I think was episode 5. Yeah, and it was okay. I didn't love it. I don't hate it. I don't love it though. Like, it's like, the reason I watched the boys isn't exactly for like Homelander and all that lot. And I much prefer things like with Huey, Butcher, Kimiko, Annie, and I remember his name before recording every single time. But then I go to record, it's like, what's his name? Reshi? But it was also more of a religious-based episode, because the episode focused on more of Homelander being more of a god, And guys, I'm going to be honest right now, if people don't like this, tough luck. I'm not a religious person. I don't judge people who are. I'm just not a religious person myself. Never have been. I can successfully say now, the only times I've been in church were out of my control. Like, I'm just not a churchy person. Like, to me, if something can't be proven, it doesn't exist. And if it hasn't been proven, and while there might be some proof to the, God actually existing, yeah, I'm perfectly more of a case of the Big Bang. But yeah, I'm definitely more of a person who cares more about if something can be proven or not. But yeah, so the most recent episode of Boys wasn't my personal favourite, but it wasn't the best for me. But not the thing I want to cover now, guys. Quickly to say now, I typically don't mention movies, TV shows, or basic stuff to do with them until they've been out for a week. Like, for instance, the episode came out Wednesday, could have mentioned it in Craft Month for the Friday. I'm only just mentioning it now. And I don't fully remember what happened in the episode because, again, not much of it stuck. The only thing that I do fully remember is the fact of Firecracking getting killed. Because she didn't fully believe the fact that what Homelander was selling in at this point. So, yeah. But the thing I do want to go over, and I'm not going to wait to say it, My Hero. Its special episode finally came out, and oh my god, yes. Everything we want. Now, I say everything I wanted. There was a few things, and I would love to get like a couple more, or even another movie. And I will quickly go over the things I'd love to see. And I'll go into more details after. We did actually kind of get Ochako and Midoriya being more confirmed to date. They had like this moment near the end of the episode, and it was nice and sweet. I would have preferred it end more of a conclusion instead of basically being able to put two and two together. Because if you don't put two and two together, it's like, okay, so why are these two people just looking at each other awkwardly? But when you do put two together, it's like, like they're finally admitting they care for it, like they like each other. It's not like we've waited 8 seasons. And again, I'll go over some of the other stuff I like because if I carry on talking, I will be talking for a lot longer. But today we are taking on the Urgent Doctor case, and guys, if you are new around it, please subscribe, comment, subscribe. It is the 10th anniversary today, and to celebrate, I am doing videos all week. I'll be streaming tomorrow, and I'll be streaming more than likely Friday. If not Friday, it will be Saturday. And guys, the only reason, because the only video I've not recorded for this week yet, or don't have in mind for what I'm doing for it, more specifically, because Craft One's not recorded, and Thursday and Fridays Monster Hunter, Thursday and Saturdays Monster Hunter's not recorded, it's Sundays. Now, I have a rough idea what I'm going to do. It more likely will be a Marvel Rivals video, my first Marvel Rivals video, but because I can't 100% guarantee that Overwatch won't be dropping something new that I can essentially do a video on. So, until I do find out, like Thursday I will double check Overwatch, I probably will double check Wednesday, and if there's no trailer that pops up within those few days, then it'll be Marvel Rivals. If there is, it'll be an Overwatch video on Sunday.
Let's make this a quick one.
But yeah, so guys, also if you do hear any sounds in the background, it's raining at the minute, which is kind of annoying. But then again, UK weather is very unpredictable. Also guys, I will say this, it's been a while since I've seen Astralis. Just, that's a deadly laser cannon. See, it looks a lot cooler in its image. But like, guys, I've only just finished making this armor. Like, the bow, I think I made... Like, the bow and the rest of the gear I've had made for a couple days. But I was missing this frost jewel, which I got from a hunt that I did against the thing earlier. Okay, I instantly went, need to use motor to heal. Completely forgetting, oh wait, no I can't anymore. Guys, I couldn't carry on using a bow that wasn't pulling its weight. like it physically,
Getting away!
Don't let him get.
but like
Look
because
out!
I'm only including like sort of base story and not additional stuff.
Watch out for the monster!
And the fact I'm in a hunt with someone else who's got Luke Ogre armor too. Ow.
This is the end!
But yeah, so guys, because I got through, what was it? There's Lugugun, which I got through pretty quick. Rathalos,
Farewell!
and whatever I recorded Thursday. No, wasn't Thursday. Hey, Mr. Zoon. I mentioned it on stream, and I will end up mentioning it on Tuesdays. I think Tuesdays. I think that's the only other thing that I've ended up mentioning it in Tuesday's review of Invincible seasons 1 through 4. But I started basically last time I watched K-pop Demon Hunters was Christmas. It's not a Christmas movie, I will admit, but it is a really cool movie, and I just wanted something nice to watch. And I was like, you know what? Beforehand, before like I think it was a few weeks beforehand, I was like, I'm really in the mood to rewatch K-pop Demon Hunters. You know, I was like, you know what? I'll wait till Christmas Day. I'm not the biggest fan of Christmas anyway. I'll watch it then, and like that's the reason I'm not. It's like it's like Christmas is personal for me, for younger kids. Actually, fact, this really does help. 'Cause I do need Mrs. New stuff. Like to me, Christmas is just for the younger generation. It's for kids,
Farewell!
or for people who have big families, or that don't see their families that often. And none of that applies to me. I'm just like, no, I need a break. Which is why if I am like grinding to get stuff to like make armors, I typically do it between Tuesday and Saturday. I record Monster Hunter before that and after you know Friday.
Farewell!
So, but the weekend is typically when I do, which does kind of crossover because again, because of the fact that sometimes I do need to grind to get like armors, to get like levels. It's not always possible to film 3 or 4 Monster Hunter videos back to back. Nor would I want to,
You'll be fine. You can do this.
because I'm lucky at the minute because I don't upload like 3 or 4 times a day. Every day, I can just record one or 2 videos a day, at most one. Now there are points where I do stream and then record after that.
This is the end! You're going down!
Well, guys, I am gonna say this now. Summer's gonna be hell. Like I'm gonna 100% be a lot more of a dick during summer because I don't know 100% like because what I will have here like during like June I will check my phone on during stream for like 5 minutes or so and see whether whether it does get picked up by my mic and how much annoying it actually is.
Just the person we need. It's targeting you.
And if it's not too bad, then yeah, I will do a few I will record a few videos like that.
Another job!
But I was gonna say, why the hell are we risking it? And it's like, hold on, no, we're not choosing to risk it. It's the thing is choosing not to go into a trap.
Thank you. Carve, carve, carve.
Although, it fell into the one at the end. Because something that's really cool about traps, you don't always need to use them as a capture tool. I've seen traps used in cases of to essentially get you the chance to hit the monster. I've seen them used as distraction techniques. They can be used for a lot of different things. Although guys, I'm saying this now, the most annoying thing to essentially need to grind before filming is Elder Dragon stuff. Because one, they're harder, they're annoying, or monsters on that tier. So anything that's that late, like late game or just Elder Dragons in general. Like I said this back before filming Control of the Aura. Like I had to swap when I was recording stuff that week. And record after streaming the one night, or because of how it just ended up working out. Oh yeah, we're here to see the doctor, aren't we? That makes the hips look bigger. And they also look smaller.
You seem to be breathing fine. But you could use some extra room. Just a few will do.
Nice to meet you.
Well, greetings.
I was sent to find
My
someone. I
name is
think you're that
Tottori,
person.
a doctor
Yep, you were that person.
specializing in flora and fauna.
How do you feel taking a trip back to a
I
kingdom?
see. So Malzeno wounded her. In that case, we haven't a moment to spare.
I mean, did Malzino really wound her, or was Fiona
story
just an
ends.
idiot and get wounded?
Another begins.
Because I was there
Such
during
is
that
life.
part, and I was fine.
I will do my best to help you. Now, let us depart for Elgado at once.
But Elgarador. Yes. Guys, I'm always happy when I get the mantle from armors, because it's like, if I end up liking the armor, then I basically don't need to worry about needing to do hunt specifically to get it. Yeah, I would say was the easiest person I've ever had to track down. But I had to fight a giant pissed off blue dragon. Dr. Totoro? My name, my man. It's been a while, welcome to Agador. We could really use your help. Here. Glad to see you're still the same old, overly energetic soul barrier. They call you Master Odd. Doctor, you can give a chill. Call me Master. It's a huge compliment. He has told me all about the settlement. I've also read your report on Malzina, quarry? Great then, you're up to speed already, so can you cook up something to help Theo? I mean, I know it's a tall order with not dealing with the same things that causes the plague 50 years ago. 50... Is that 50 years or 50 back? Was it 50 years back? Actually, the medicine I created back then will work perfectly for this situation. Wait, what? How? Actually, yeah, how? The poison affecting Lady Fiona now is perceivably the same as which, once infected, suffocated of the plague. It's not really a poison at all, it's a virus somewhat similar to another known as the Frenzy. I had forgot that existed. Hold on a minute, no one's following this Tadderol. I mean, you get that? Yeah, I kind of do. I'm kind of following it to a degree. Right then, a relief. Right, that's a relief. I was like, what's this man talking about? So, Doc, the poison is Infion's, or rather, this virus we know the quarry carries it. And does Malzino? But last time Malzino was around, there was no quarry in sight. You're assuming the quarry seen today, as they did back then. Still juvenile, perhaps too small to notice. Yep. Right, so symptoms with Malzino haven't developed yet. The juvenile quarry preyed on humans instead of monsters. So that's what the plague was really, and why the virus ripped. It's ripped really the best term in words. Wouldn't wiped through the population. instead of ripped through the population, wouldn't wipe through the population like it did. Yeah, and no sea humans are not food source for the quarry, so a quarry that couldn't coexist when Mazzino died out naturally. So they need other monsters to live then. Nice to know. Anyway, the task at hand is to treat Lady Fior. I will not take that long. It will not take that long to prepare the antivirus medication. And one more thing, Master.
I see.
Kogo, words that you relay to me as we travel here, they touched me very deeply. To know that the young lady master has entrusted to Kurogiri its safety. Karogiri is safe and well. It's wonderful news. I left one day to grab herbs as usual, but while I was gone, my hometown was. I've never forgiven myself since. While I was gone, my hometown was. I've never. Are you trying to say your hometown was destroyed and you don't forgive yourself for leaving?
I see.
I did right to Kurogiri, but haven't failed my people by not protecting the village. I couldn't face him. But his kind words that you passed on gave me an encouragement, and I can't thank you enough for
Yeah?
that. Forgive me, I must stop muttering and start making my medicine, must I? I'll let you know as soon as it's ready. Carry on with your assignments. Chiraka has plenty of quests to keep you busy. Fine, I'll go back to hunting.
Well, hey there!
But armor-wise... Guys, you can't even say I don't look cool. Although, I will say now, I do picture one thing in particular. And I don't know whether that's what they were leaning for.
Strike while the iron's hot.
But what I do tend to do when with this combo and armor, does mean I do need to... so let me just remember... Gonna have to go based on high rank because it's the layered armor that I end up chucking over. I end up doing that. That. And I don't do the arms. I think I end up doing that. So I'll keep the arms and the thingy, but then I do that because then it looks less dominatrix. It looks less suggestive, is how I'll put it, and more like I'm a kind of a cool battle set of armor.
Ooh, I'm itching to get started.
But I will end up making that at some point. I don't know when. Like next up on the list is Mizuzu. But layered armor. Do I have any more point? No, I don't. See, the funny thing is, the pieces I needed from Amildrum, I currently can't make because I need more outfit vouchers. I do need to check to see how you get more outfit vouchers.
Okay, good luck.
Because honestly, I can't remember. But yeah, guys, the reason why I never do show me just popping around grabbing all that, because it takes a few seconds. What have you got for me today, young child? Just, like, her basically turned around and sending me a quest. Has to be something to get child laboured.
Chat with Cheat for all your questing needs.
Yeah, I expected Zenoga to be up, because I did see it. Sirius. Magma Mordron. Yeah, actually, no, I don't like... the only thing I don't like about it is Shogun Centaur. Yes, Astralos is a lot more of a dick, but again, I'd rather deal with that any day of the week. Now, guys, the things I will be taking on And thankfully we are kind of in the part of the game.
Truth be
Oh, I
told,
need to go after 2, which
this
is
is my
great, so it
first
will just
time
be
being
those 2.
outside of the castle.
I might do
So,
Zenoga
the
instead of a
sights and
Magma
sounds,
Mordron.
well,
Definitely gonna go
everything's
after
new.
Sirius.
I'm hoping to use my
Um,
experience here to contribute to my people.
just because I remember Zenoga's armor looking cool and high rank, so almost made the same mistake twice.
Come again.
Uh, but yeah, guys, this part of the game, we're kind of only basically go like you have the option of going like against older things that you fought in the base game or things you might know from like World. But a lot of it is stuff that is a case of not seen in the base game and not seen in World, or at very least not seen in the base game, which is what I tend to judge it by because yeah, I like Zenoga as an option. Now, yes, Magma or Mordron is technically just a variant of Magma of a Mordron, but may I add, Viper Topikadachi, Coral Pookie Pookie, Nightshade Palumo. Then there was 2 more. Sijin Zenoga, not the other one, but there was like 2 more from the base story. Coral Pookie Pookie, Nightshade Palumo, Viper Topikadachi, Acidic Lavinus, Volgranjanath, Frostring Barrioff. That was a few. But when I do have the option, I am going to basically go after new monsters. Now, one thing I will basically say now, and I will show very quickly. This is a Mudron's armor. Imagine it in a more magnum-y colour. Literally, that's the only difference. Although I do really like the jet boots on the back. Kind of nice touch. And the helmet's definitely cooler. Like, I do prefer this variation of Mudron. Even if it is basically just subtle.
See you soon.
Hunter notes large. And guys, it's the only game where I have to basically constantly double check hunter contacts. The thing I do want to double check is 92, guys. We are 8 levels away before we can go toe to toe with base game Crimson Glow Valstrax. When I get into that, I will go toe to toe with it. I probably will end up getting toe to toe, being able to go toe to toe with it this week. Now, I'll say now, the reason why I didn't just chuck it into the basic game, and the reason why I'm not just going to do a separate video and basically add it to base game, is because 1, I'm not changing back and degrading all my armor. 2, I'll be using Master Rank armor set, so it's just going to classify as a Master Rank video. Plus, I'm just going to chuck it in with other Master Rank creatures. But yeah, so we're definitely in the part of the game where we are going toe to toe with newer monsters, which I love. I don't know why it's dropped from like 3 to 2. But yeah, guys, it's definitely been interesting. This doesn't get me in, I'll do one more and then I'll be back as soon as I get into a hunt. Oh, looks like we're pulling out the headphones. That normally does. Right guys, I'll be back as soon as I get into a hunt. So guys, we're back, and I'm going to be honest. I started recording at 9:30. 9:30 I started recording. It's now 11:10. I'm about halfway through this video, roughly. Because, guys, in the end, because I managed to get the game to basically turn around and tell me, hey, you tried to go after these 3 different things about 1,000 times. Give it a break, about 4 different times. I had the game literally tell me off more than once. Because it does basically turn around and say after you try and click on the hunt too much, sorry, this isn't available. please give it a minute, which basically blocks you from trying again, and blocks you from sending up SOS flares in single base stunts, and hunts you set up yourself more specifically. So that was fun. I did not know there was red on the bottom of the boots, the shoes. So,
What
yeah.
do we have here?
Guys, there was a hunt, a circus hunt. I did get into it. Whether I'll include that, I have no idea. It'll all depend if I get into another hunt after this.
Mine now.
But quite frankly, I kind of don't want to. Like, part of me doesn't want to include that hunt because it ended very quickly. I got into the hunt and like 2 people died about 5 seconds later. I was in the hunt for like 5 minutes.
Time to get to work.
So, but at the same point, if I don't, this week is going to be lacking.
You do what I say now.
Like, guys, if it does seriously just seem the fact of like there's more of one particular hunt than others, yeah, that's because I went with what I had. Which, guys, for the 10th anniversary, it's not great. Like, seriously, I would have liked being able to get into a hunt. Like, I tried Magma Modron, Zenogre, and Cerberus again. Didn't get into any. Got to a point where I'm like, you know what, I'll just set up a Zenogre hunt myself, because I was like, well, Cerberus basically just kicked the little shit out of everyone. Modron wasn't exactly fun in the first place. Zenogre's the last of the evil. Then I remember, now actually more specifically, now I remember, hold on, wait a minute, that thing was a bloody bastard in Master Ranking World. I mean, to be fair, so is Digimon Zenogre. Which is one creature I'm kind of sad that they didn't bring into this game. Like, I loved Digimon Zenogre. In all fairness, guys, I just need someone to come in with top tier gear from this like game and basically one-shot the thing. Yes, bring the Ice Wolf up. Ow. No, because I don't want to call you a bitch. Because that's what you are. Like, guys, this week, I can say now, recording-wise, it's kind of 50-50 in a minute. Like, on one hand, I enjoyed the Fortnite recording. On the other hand, I really enjoyed the Overwatch recording session. Like, they were both great videos that I enjoyed filming.
I've arrived.
And they come out Tuesday, Wednesday. I say Overwatch. It was the Invincible review with Overwatch struck in a nice fun twist. Time recording, I don't know how the videos turned out. The video's going to turn out because I'm not edited none of them yet. Can I say, why do I feel like that thing's just looking at me? And you know, Craftmon's going to be fun to film this week. I'm 99% sure. Like, Craftmon's one of those cases where it's like, unless I can't think of something, it's generally fun. Although, now I speak of it, guys, there are stuff that I do need to get done for Craftmon. That probably won't get done this week for Craftmon, like, I'm saying it now. It's just because a case of, I've got several hunts I want to get done this week, and it's not going to be something that I do focus on this week, because I'm basically going to try and take a couple weeks from basically making the floating platform in the ocean. Plus, I need like a couple weeks to basically get a bunch of wood.
No.
Yeah, I'm calling this hunt's going to go terrible. Unless for some reason Zenogre absolutely gets shreked in the next 30 seconds.
Faster, buddy.
And the reason I said I wouldn't be doing Master Rank was because it'd be a struggle to get through base game. That would have taken me a while. and it would have just become unenjoyable, and the videos wouldn't have been as predictable. Yes, I might have got a few lucky breaks, who knows, if it had carried on like that. But I'm hoping I don't end up with the same problems of I can't get into hunts. Because World basically, because something I did with World was basically,
We're in this together.
well, that's not what I expected.
This is pathetic.
Something I did with World was basically wait 5 minutes for someone to join, so I wasn't going headfirst into a hunt unprepared. I don't have to do that anymore because I can just jump straight into hunts. Ah, no. Let's say, there was no way that was 11-minute hunt. And it's like, hold on a minute, no, it starts from the minute the hunt gets set up. But yeah, that was just... if I can get into a hunt now, perfect. Also, my ammo types now have gone from having sleep, power, and poise, snow, and blast to exhaust and back to power, which isn't the worst, it's not the best. That's where those no good armors
Hey,
popped
good to
off.
see ya.
Yep, nope. Great.
Bye now.
Cycling.
It would have been nice. Well, I say that might not be a flat. Again, I'm not going to spend hours. Like I say, I'll try a couple hunts. Oh, finally.
Let's go.
That guys, I have no idea how this is going to turn out. Like how this video is going to turn out. But yeah, so guys, again, guys, no idea how this is going to turn out. But I will go over now because I keep saying I'm going to mention what I would like to see from my, if we ever get like another special episode from my hero, which I don't think we will. I would like it, or even a movie. I'd like to see, like, because at the end it ends with, you know, Uraka and, you know, Midoriya basically being like, they basically admitting the fact that like they like each other, and they stand like in this next awkwardish moment. But I'd like to see, you know, Deku being more of a hero. Him and the, you know, Class 1A teaming up more. Magma or Mordron. Now I wasn't going to go after him because he is basically just a magma version of Mordron. But at the same point, he was the hunt I got into. Which probably will be the last hunt. Like, if it's like, I might try and get to another, but I don't know.
You're a natural.
Because guys, when I say it, it's like half 12, it's like half 11. But yeah, like, it's kind of a fun hunt. Like, I don't mind fighting a Mordron. Any variant of it. Now, the fights I am looking forward to are later down the line. And I will then mention something when I get, if I remember, when I get to those fights, because, or at least in Wild, which is a good bit away. Because guys, I ended up filming like 18 huts for the base game. Oh, I forgot about those spiders. Guys, the orange spiders are actually a case of there is another version of Ragnakadaki in the game. I mean, if the ice is cooling it down, great. I'm starting getting taken shield poke. See, the reason I prefer sleep is it's a lot more effective. Exhaust for the most part just slows it down.
Look out! It's angry!
Now these are power based, so see, spare shot at constantly activating for power coatings, I don't really mind. But it's not the most useful thing in the world. But it is still kinda nice. Because the reason I'm not that fussed when spare shot activates for power coatings is because like you have 50 of them. I will see if I can get into another hunt. If I don't, I don't.
Piece of cake!
I bet minimum that Surgery hunt I did was getting taken, wouldn't have actually appeared in the hunt. And guys, basically, something kind of fun to mention now, because I was finishing editing the video earlier. I'd completely forgot that I did say in the actual video I was taking out the first Arachnacity hunt. I don't know whether it was in the last or the video beforehand.
Alright, let's make it happen.
But Magma Drawn, I was saying how it does look cooler. I do prefer the purple.
Bye now.
Now, while I could just restock from there, I'd rather
I've
buy
got some great deals
more.
for you. Thank you for your business.
Because again, like, if I'm paying, what, 50? I'm paying 500
Okay,
for 50.
Here you go.
Which
Would
I
you
don't
like
mind.
to try your luck? It's better than nothing. Wow, that's a bunch.
Demon Drug, Armor Skin, I don't really use them. They are useful, I just don't use them.
As always, thank you.
But yeah, guys, I did swap to Fire Armor because, again, fighting something fiery. Zenoga. Can I get into a Zenoga hunt? Try a couple of attempts on both, but again, I'm not going to force it. Second. If I don't get in, what I'll do is I'll give it 10 minutes flicking between both. If I get into a hunt, I get into a hunt. If I don't, I don't. But yeah, so guys, the My Hero thing was awesome. Again, things I'd love to see. More teams between Catstrong and Midoriya. You know, Midoriya working close at, say, Catstrong's agency. One more after this. I would just love to see more. Because My Hero's been that show where it probably is one of my favourites. Like, I've been saying for a while, like, Invincible's probably my favourite superhero show. One, no, it's not. Again, my favourite superhero show, and probably always will always be Bantam. It was my childhood favourite. Only things that beat it are things like Batman Beyond and The Batman. That come close, and that's just because I'm a big DC fan. More specifically, I'm a big Batman fan. Alright, I'll try one more after this. Right guys, what I'll do is I'll spend 10 minutes trying to get into a hunt and I'll be back. Right, so guys, I've spent the last 10 minutes trying to get into a hunt. Yeah, that's not happening. Now, does this mean, technically speaking, my win rate tonight is 50? Actually, to be fair, no, my win rate tonight is 50-50. It's just a case of I will cut the first hunt. That was a fail. Which was just against Surrogates. There's me and like two other people, and two other people died in it. Depending on what time I have left, like if I'm not going over, like if I have a decent bit of time left, like if I have say 10 minutes left because it was like a 4-minute hunt, I might leave it in. I probably will cut the Zenoga hunt down to about 5 minutes. So I'll probably will just leave both in. But yeah. Also explain to me why from this I don't look too bad, but like from the side perspective, the hips look bigger. And not in the good way. Like you run in, it looks. I also look tinier in this armor. Am I just way too used to high heels? Speaking character-wise. Because, like, boots, I feel taller. Actually, no, I feel taller. No, I don't. Again, no, I don't. Again, no, I don't. I don't know why. I just feel smaller in this armor. Am I just being used to the boots from... I don't know. But anyway, guys, if you've not seen the new My Hero special episode, and you've got Crunchyroll, or another way to watch it, do it. It's a great episode, and it was everything that I wanted. There's a few things I would have loved to have seen. I would have loved to seen a more of an intimate moment between Midoriya and Uraraka, considering it's basically brought, like, it's, like, the final punch. Like, we see a moment when Izuku's doing that final punch against All For One, for him, you know, where Uraraka's just like, you can do it. And, like, the name Deku a lot, like, that a lot. Not even that, no, between, when, Ida's back, like, running him into battle, being like, I'll always run after you. Yeah, that was just cool. And, you know, it gets mentioned, there's a few other things I'd love to see. I'd love to see another movie from My Hero Academy. I don't think we will. But I'd also be fine with seeing a, say, 2-3 season of just Teacher Deku and, like, them now. Or even just seeing, like, a new class of My Hero. Because, quite frankly, I want to see more My Hero content. Now, I don't know for certain whether we're going to get Season 3 of My Hero Vigilantes, but My Hero Vigilantes, Season 1 definitely did kind of scratch that itch that I was still missing. But, like, it took me a while before I'd even watched that. Season 2 was still pretty cool. I would have loved to have seen Knuckle Duster actually in fights more than he was, because I think there was one he was in. But the Vigilante series was never going to be, like, that show for me. Like My Hero was. My Hero just hit, like, several spots. Guys, I almost never, like, get teary-eyed or nothing. For the most part, I'm emotionally dead inside. For the most part. To a degree. There is a few things that can get me to sort of start crying or get me near there. The final fight, like Deku, when they're all going, you can do it, Deku. That starts getting me being like, huh? And then I start thinking, oh, girl. I don't know if it's because, so this is one of the last few episodes, or whether I'm like, yes, you can do it, Deku. But yeah, so guys, if you're new around here, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'm sorry there wasn't more successful hunts. It was a case of getting into them tonight, and again, it's 10 to 12 now. So yeah, so guys, thanks for watching. Happy 10-year anniversary to me. And hopefully the rest of the week goes better. And this is Tiger signing off, and I'll see you next time. Time for the whoosh. Whoosh and the whoosh. Bye.